So we come to you from the Behl International Circuit once again. This is the final round of the JK Tyre National Racing Championship for 2015. The car that I'm standing against is the VW Vento, which is part of the Volkswagen Vento Cup. Now both JK Tyre and Volkswagen have done a hell of a lot for motorsport in this country over the last couple of years. Volkswagen started out with the Polo Cup, and then they moved from the diesel Polos to the Polo TSI, and now this year to the Vento TSI. These cars maybe 180, 190 horsepower. They've got paddle shifts, really easy to drive, pretty fast, and really a lot of fun to get behind the wheel. I'm racing with the big boys, and I didn't get a chance to do any of the practice sessions. We've just finished qualifying. I managed to qualify 7 out of 20 drivers, which isn't completely disastrous, but it's not fantastic either. So we need to figure out how to get this car to work a little bit better. It's got a limited slip differential in the front. It's got a reasonable amount of electronics. It's got ABS. Because the car has a longer wheelbase than the Polos, it's a little more stable. So we have to play around with the roll bar settings. You can go from soft to medium to hard, and play around with the tire pressures to see if we can get this car to work a little bit better, and to try and understand how to get the front wheel drive platform to work as well as possible. So we just finished the first race of this 3-race weekend, and started 7th, finished 6th. Not particularly happy with my driving in the race. I mean, still getting a feeling for the car. We adjusted tire pressure, changed the balance of the car going into the race. So it took a couple of laps to get used to it. But it was still fun dicing for position with these guys. It was clean racing throughout, but a good race, not a spectacular race. The advantage though is that tomorrow's race is a reverse grid of the top 8 position. So I finished this race in 6th. We start tomorrow's race, the first race of the day. There are 2 races tomorrow, in 3rd. So hopefully if we can keep ourselves there or even go a little bit higher, there's a possible position, a podium position in the offing. So let's see what we can do tomorrow. Let's hope that I have a new set of tires for tomorrow. Well, 2 new tires for tomorrow. So we're going to try and put those on the car and see how it feels. Talk to the engineers and see what I need to do to go a little bit quicker tomorrow. So let's keep our fingers crossed and see what happens in the 2 races tomorrow. The main one being race 1, where we start in 3rd. race 1 of Sunday. Started the race in 3rd place, was hoping for to make it somewhat near the podium, if not onto the podium. Running 3rd, behind the safety car. Safety car goes in, last corner, getting onto the main straight, and I get nudged from behind and pushed onto the grass. So I'm sitting there flailing arms and elbows trying to get the car pointed straight while pretty much the entire field goes streaming past. Not the best feeling in the world, but what are you going to do? These guys have bumpers and they intend to use them. Managed to get back into the race somewhere 7th, 9th, I'm not entirely sure. Made up 2 places and then subsequently lost them before the end of the race. So not quite what we had in mind, but we have 1 more race to go. So let's get out there and see what happens on the final race of the 2015 VW Vento Cup Championship. So that's another racing weekend that comes to an end. It's been pretty exciting. We had high hopes coming into the weekend and going back with a 6th, a 7th and a 6th. So not really what we had in mind, but at least we attempted to keep these guys honest and got to terms, well, somewhat, with the VW Vento that I'm leading against. It's a really great car to try and sort of understand a little bit about the basics of racing and racing fender to fender with some of these guys who take no prisoners whatsoever. So we started the final race in 6th, made it up to 5th momentarily, back down to 6th, and that's pretty much where we finished. So it wasn't a phenomenal weekend, but it was great fun all the same. So again, what JK and VW are doing for Indian motorsport, and there was a packed house today. There was a packed house, and the stunt show in the middle of lunch in the afternoon was pretty much the highlight of the day for the crowd. Hopefully we put on a decent show as well. We had good fun. Next time we're going to try and get 2 practice sessions before qualifying so we can be a little quicker on the pace. But it was fun all the same, and we didn't dent any of the beautiful panels of the race car. That's important too.